We have more in common than what divides us. Sounds great, but we can do better. This is going to be one of the most complex episodes to date of Tea with Tea. But if you are a friend of modern philosophy, you might enjoy this one. This episode is based on Marina Garces, who is a professor of modern philosophy at the University of Zaragoza. She sees the plural as the starting point of social life, not the individual. So let me try to explain by following scenario. Let's say there are two interest groups with heavily differing viewpoints on policies. Lots of conflict is emerging. Then a mediator, a well-respected spokesperson says, "Everybody, please, let's focus on our common points, not what divides us. We have more in common than differences." Sounds great, and it is. However, it also reveals the fact that we see the individual as a core of society and how our aggregate actions as individuals, grouped into organizations, can come to a harmonious life as a society. However, if for one moment, if we ignore the fact that we are indeed individuals, but approach society as a collective we by default, knowing that we are a collective one, then we would not ask, how can I live together with the others in the best way? But we would ask ourselves, what is dividing us as a pluralistic collective? If the we is central point of all our living, then there is no such thing as a social contract which you can fulfill or opt out of because it is already embedded. Therefore, questions like how can we live together or what do we have in common are irrelevant. More importantly, what differentiates us means appreciating differences for the greater good instead of worrying that there is a part breaking away into separate individuals. I am not saying we must or should adopt this view on society, but I think it is a very interesting point of view, especially in the context of collaboration in continuous improvement. Because if we were to adopt this view, then we could cross out the word collaboration as it would be redundant. How many times do you need to mention that water is wet or that fire is hot? Like a well-functioning organism, we would not get jealous of a heart versus a brain versus a liver, but we know that everyone has a critical part and value to the overall organism. Which part are you playing in your organization is worth to ponder over a cup of tea.